raged through all Avantasia. The alliance of humans, elves, and dwarves fought against the evil army of the shadows. The war had devastated the country for years upon years, and yet no one gained the advantage. And so it was that in that time of deepest despair, that an old archaeologist uncovered the location of the artifact of divine fate. The artifact could fulfill every wish, and thus decide the war, for one side or the other. Led by Warlock Munkus, son of Archwitch Mortroga, the Shadows hunted for the artifact. And they would have reached it first, were it not for a group of heroes who stood against them. Wilbur, the young gnome who was the first of his clan to become a mage. Ivo, the courageous elven princess from the Woodland Realm. And the Critter, a hairy creature from the Northlands, companion of the most brilliant of the heroes, Nate Bonnet, who was supposed to spend the rest of his life at the side of an elven princess, who deserved a kingdom and all the riches in the world, who should stop wasting time talking about himself in the third person. Ah! Good, good. This is good. Although the ground is still getting closer. Part of the jetty. At least some. If I'm lucky, this will go all the way up to the island. But somehow I really doubt it will.
Nate, how's it going?
Good. For now. Could it be that your spell didn't quite work out the way you planned?
I did tell you there were certain risks involved.
I could use some help here, Benny.
Well, you did see what happened last time I cast a spell.
Time to make up for it, then. Now shake a leg!
Oh, I don't know. I might just end up making everything worse.
Can't you just stop time? Or wings! Give me wings! How about that?
Oh, this is all terribly complicated. I really don't feel up to it today, Nate.
Benny!
Perhaps tomorrow? I really do need to think through what's happened today properly.
You get me out of the mess you got us into right now!
Please don't yell at me! I just can't take it anymore!
Benny! Ah! The state he's in, we can forget about miracles. I gotta find something easy, something even he thinks he can do. A flying carpet. Is that too much to ask?
I'm not talking to you.
Why, you... I'm sorry I criticized your work, Benny.
And?
And that I shook your lamp. And everything else. You meant well.
Well, all right then. I forgive you. What can I do for you?
Carpet!
A flying carpet. Shouldn't be too hard. Should I really dare? Am I really up to it?
Yes!
What the heck? What happened here? No!
Welcome, adventurer. I am the tutorial, guardian of gameplay, explainer of controls.
Use the left stick to move the character.
Well done.
If you walk up to an object, context-sensitive actions will be displayed. Walk up to that big lever and press X.
The robot has used the lever, as this seemed logical to him.
Now press circle so that the robot looks at the lever rather than uses it.
Excellent. The robot thinks the lever is working.
But if that's so, then where is the problem? That hatch over there, walk up to it and press X.
The little chap seems to think there are advanced engine mechanics hidden behind there. Perhaps that's where the problem is.
Press X again next. First time you press X will allow you to look.
Why? Because after a player character has looked at something,
It's quite simple. Press circle when you want to look at something. Press X. Is the machine working again? Walk up to the...
appears to be a new problem. Better take a closer look at the engine.
Oops, that wasn't very helpful. Please pick up both gears by pressing X.
Great work. Items you
open and close your inventory by pressing triangle. To use an inventory item, select it.
use one of the gears in your inventory. Excellent. Now, perfect. You'd better oil the engine before you switch the machine. That should do it. Time to... Examine objects in the inventory in more detail. Pick up the damaged figure and the toolbox.
Then open the inventory with triangle and press circle in order to examine the toolbox.
Great! You found a few items in the toolbox.
You can use these items on each other by initially selecting the first object with X and then using it on the second object again with X.
Try to repair the figure in the inventory. Well done. Now place the figure back in its rightful place on the balcony of the castle and start the machine.
Before I go, if you press square, all interesting objects in the scene will be displayed.
Good luck with your adventures in the book of Unwritten Tales 2.
I'm worried about you.
Oh, Mother.
What's wrong with you?
Everything's fine.
No, you don't look well at all. Positively rotund. It is unseemly for an elf princess to cope with her frustrations by comfort eating. If you carry on like this, you won't fit into your wedding dress.
I don't have any intentions of marrying anytime soon.
Oh, darling, we've been through that already. Prince Lalilos is going to be arriving next week. You will like him. He's charming and... Look, he sent us a picture of himself and his sister.
Which of the two is the sister?
The elf nobility, unfortunately, has not got any unshaven Neanderthals to offer. You'll just have to get used to that.
I don't have the slightest interest in that person. Not anymore.
You are at the heart of the elf kingdom, in the castle of your family where you belong. No one here should be sad, tired, or fat. I only want what's best for you, Ivo.
Did you see that? She's locked me in. Yes, only what's best for me. She always says that. Have you seen this prince? A vain river elf who's only interested in topping up his tan. I'm to spend hundreds of years in the company of someone I don't love? Huh, not me. And how? She will try anything and everything. Nothing's more important to her than getting me married off. When I was out there with the humans, it was the first time that I had the feeling I could determine my own destiny. Yes, it was dangerous. Doesn't that go with the territory? A life without risk, that is so... Oh, you don't understand. If I could, I would go right now. You want to stop me? Just like last time. I didn't want to tell Mother, but... I'd say the same thing, but we... Yeah, you've got a point there. I spent almost a year in... Well, I thought... Perhaps it's a curse. Oh, no, I'll take care of it myself. Mother would make a state occasion out of it. I don't know either, but I'm sure... No, rest isn't... I'll go down to the library and look up what's wrong with me, completely alone, just like a grown-up elf. I'm not going to be stopped, neither by locked doors nor by you. Normally this bowl is full of fruit and nuts. Presumably Mother has decided I... Fresh water from the spring brook, the little stream. People come from far and wide to drink. The times when the others were here in the elf burrow, those were the best that I've ever had. The critter could never keep still when I was drawing him. He was always pulling faces and trying to make me laugh. Wilbur was so excited. He loves elves and our stories. He spent hours sitting with my father and listening to him talk about bygone ages. Complete idiot. I've been sleeping badly of late. I've never been ill, but something isn't right. A guard with a spear and shield, and like all... An envoy from the Far East gave me... Wherever I go, I always have it... The music box closes... A beautiful red flower. It was only put here. Sometimes Mother orders a new plant that looks like... and then it's replaced and planted. I had my birthday during the few weeks. That was a big deal. He couldn't understand that the significance... He insisted on making me a present. Mother's locked me since I secretly escaped from the elf burrow last. My jewellery box serves as a podium. Could you please move aside? I want to get... He doesn't listen to me anymore since I almost caused him to be roasted by fireballs. Mother has permitted... Cheep Cheep survived our past adventure, even if he'll insist. He told everyone for months. Cheep, the... Oh. I used to look into the woods for days on end, imagining what the world beyond would be like. Now I know, and I think I miss it. We have many exotic plants here in the palace. We have many exotic plants here in the palace. Apologies, I need a few of your seeds. Cheep. Oh. Cheep Cheep likes to look. He strikes a pose and then tries to impress himself with it, and succeeds most of the time. Hey, Cheep Cheep, I need the mirror. I only need it for a minute. Oh, he's not budging, and his pecs can be damn painful when he puts his mind to it. Cheep, the box, please. Oh. Hey, Cheep. Fancy some delicious sunflower seeds? You want the seeds? I want to get out of this room. Could we not come to some arrangement? I would never do that. I know that royal servants are unbribable, but sunflower seeds? Then perhaps not. Most birds love a mirror because they believe they can see another bird in it. You just love them because you can't get enough of yourself. I would be a bit less unbearable if I wasn't incarcerated in here. See you later. Yes, of course I'll be a good girl and stay in my room. The door... I'll have to find another... Cheep. Oh. Cheep. Oh. Cheep, Cheep, would it be possible for you to stop admiring yourself for 2 seconds and move over to stuffing your beak instead? Don't say I never look after you. Pearls, precious stones, sparkling earrings and necklaces. All the stuff I have to wear at official functions. If it were up to Mother, I would have trunkfuls of this stuff, and a wing of the castle would be my wardrobe. She just can't understand why Pa and I aren't into this sort of thing. Wilbur didn't know that autumn would last for years to come and the elves don't. Mother looked at the hat with so much revulsion that I didn't take it off for days. Hey, Cheep. Oh, missing your mirror? Well, sooner or later you won't be able to stand it anymore. I'm not horrible. I just don't want to be locked in my room like a child. See you later. Yes, of course I'll be a good girl and stay in my room. It may not be befitting of a princess, but this isn't the first time. It may not be befitting of a princess. I'm just doing my morning exercises. I wasn't going to. Of course, I could just ignore him and climb down into the garden anyway. He would, however, make a beeline to Mother and tell on me, and who knows what the two of them would cook up for me next. I've seen here in the elf bar. Hey, withdrawal symptoms? I just need the music box a minute. You don't need to turn your head away from your beautiful Shh. He's gone to sleep. It got dark and he's simply... No matter. I can now enjoy a few moments of peace. Let's go. As expected, no one here. My parents are in the throne room ruling the lands. Or rather, Mother is. A fairly small, unattractive tree.
Huh. I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if someone disturbed you on the pot in the morning.
You mean...
Anyway, what can I do for you, my little beauty?
The garden always looks fantastic, Arbor.
Thank you. It's a girt load of work. People always think elf gardens are fabulous by their very nature. But you need a mighty good gardener.
You have got green fingers.
Ah, that's just moss, my dear. Happens if you spend all day grubbing around in the earth and don't wash your hands properly in the evenings.
You tree shepherds do a great job.
The trees just stand there. What are they? Hey, Rex, do you want to be my shepherd? Narman.
What are you up to today, then?
Oh, the usual. You know, it never rains in the elf burrow. But
Ah, the curse.
the weather isn't the only thing which isn't right.
Time passes differently in the...
Well, that's why everyone grows to be ancient here, obviously.
You and Father, you...
No one understands, but I don't often ask him for help.
He's just more...
The mud on your feet, the smell of...
Mother put me on a diet this morning so that I'll look perfect for my wedding.
Oh, everything has to be perfect. Or rather, everything...
You tell that...
I have, many times. She be...
Now then.
I'm old enough to be able to call it...
I have to get on.
Yep, got a bit to do myself. Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day from a fairy delegation. All of them took good and strong, just not that one.
Perhaps it needs a special type of soil or something.
Well, anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to ask your father.
If you're going in, it'd be nice if you didn't tell my mother that you saw me out here.
Oh, you playing hooky again? My lips are sealed.
It doesn't look very well at all. It's unusual for flowers to have. Normally they blossom in our good earth. Not to mention the power of Arbor's green finger. Hi, Arbor.
Oh,
Have you found out what's...
Nope, I haven't. Everything looks proper. Difficult case. I'd quite like to smoke my morning pipe now, but...
See you later, Arbor.
See ya!
This is Mother's mirror. It's said that you can... At the moment, it's no more than a shadow. Mother thought it was unseemly of the... I don't think she could get used to the thought that she... I don't know the names of all the plants in the garden. Grandmother knows them all, which is probably down to the fact that it was her that... Shite beerwood. Sweat... We know... A handy smooth stone. Arbor's pot. There's only a little water left in the bird bath. Cheep Cheep always said, I, however, think that the constant need to replenish the water... There are elf-made ponds and streams all over the palace ground. Their water's said to have healing... That's a weeping willow. It appears to be so content. The spring brook emerges up there. It's still small here, but it becomes one of... That leads up... Mother will be conducting the affairs of state with... goldsmithing. Like all books in those elves, what they don't realise, though, is that there's a selection of cubes here. For a while, it was all the rage at a This flower clearly is one of the more... It comes from a country in the... It's said that the flower of this plant used to be... Swords of all the idiots who have tried to conquer... It's become less frequent over the last few centuries. A present from one of the strange folk up there. The men climb mountains and shout foul-mouthed things and dragon... I think it's some kind of The biggest plant book of Avantasia by a standard reference book that Arbor always... Each cube is significant and comes from a different country. Working with wood. There's a master. He carves animal figures so real that this one's more about interior. Plane the wood down by a pixie's thumb. Several books about animals, an atlas, a book. And what's this? Fishing for the... A great example of the variety of some of the ideas. A few years ago, this dragon was causing a whole lot of grief. About 40 brave warriors penetrated its lair and slew it. They brought... The strange thing was that a bit later, more adventurers came carrying an identity. What have we got here? Aha. Ah, Almanac of Elf Medicine. That's what I've been looking for.
Ow! Be careful, if you please.
A speaking book?
An ill elf?
Ill elf? So I look ill. What's wrong with me?
Take it easy, young one thing at a time.
Young one? I'm older than you.
And you look it too.
I do?
No, of course not, and I can also see no illness. But the mere fact that I've been fished out from the back of the shelf for the first time in centuries tells me that something is wrong.
I haven't been feeling too well recently. I'm sleeping badly and have no appetite. I know that elves are very seldom ill, but if it's not that, then it must be some kind of magic or curse.
Seldom ill does not actually mean never ill. Elves can, for instance, suffer from a broken heart.
Oh, please.
It is one of the most common...
Oh, it must be something else.
Sensitive elves can sometimes suffer from the pains of the world. But
Like what?
To be completely certain, you must mix a potion and drink it.
Are you serious?
Very.
Are you actually qualified to make a diagnosis? And why can you talk?
I am a magical medicine book. That actually serves as an...
I've never encountered it.
Of course not. I am in the magical library in Sea...
You were probably given to us by someone from Seastone, right?
Right. I was a complete idiot, and as I am a book about elf medicine, I didn't get much to do in Seastone. I thought to myself, hey, this is your chance to get some practical experience.
Yeah, we elves don't get ill much.
And more than that, you don't actually have much time for books. This is the center of the elven kingdom.
We don't have much use for books. We sing songs about times past, and many of us were there.
Then that's probably also the reason why so many elves
What do you mean?
Allow me to elucidate. Over the years, the songs you elves sing will be changed and adapted A little here, a little there. This editorial process is... And who can prove otherwise? There are no...
All right,
It is very easy. You need to pound together the green fruit of a lettuce bush, a spoonful of honey, and a red...
Oh, that sounds...
It's medicine. It isn't supposed to taste nice.
And if I drink it...
We will then at least know what is wrong.
This...
Haven't a clue. I'm just a book and
A red herring. Are you serious?
Of course. Red herrings are known. Their uses in the areas of medicine.
All right, so I've got a red herring. What are the potions in...
The green fruit of a lettuce bush, a spoonful of honey. You have to put everything into a bowl with a bit...
I demand to know...
Sometimes
I can take...
a placebo only won't make the potion.
Thank you.
Normally, it's me. You are only a princess.
The door can be opened easily from the outside. If it was up to me, it would stay open. And that's the sound of... Water's the easiest ingredient to find. That should do it. The medicine book reckoned that it should be a viscous potion. It's a start, but there are still ingredients missing. A delicate sweet scent. Pearls, precious... Goodness knows what I could use. I'm going to have to take a few more of your seeds, but I promise this is the last time. I really shouldn't. I should tell Mother how her daughter... well, she'd be delighted. There's only a little water left in the bird. I, however, think... Mother pours water from various... She did this almost daily, ever since the mirror... I convinced Mother not to have the hive removed, and she... However, should she be stung, then the hive... Arbor's obviously concerned about his flower. There are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. I can't think of any use for a water lily. As suspected, there are red herrings swimming in the pond. They are really salt, but they always come back to their homeland to breed. They're the only known fish. Red herrings are fast and slippery. Even elves can't catch. Red herrings are fast. The willow is stretching its branch. One part of the waterfall's already lying in its shadow. The waterfall and I have been neighbours for so... That's a weeping willow. It appears to be... Why do so many people... Now that explains why this flower... Since Nate left without saying so much as a word, Mother seized the So far I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully. But she's starting to lose her patience. Hi.
Well, what?
And if it's lupus?
Have you been bitten by a wolf of late?
No.
Then it can't be lupus. No, I'm pretty sure it's something else. Now, that potion, drink it.
Thank you for your help.
That's what I...
It's said that a ruler in the... Unfortunate. It's said that a ruler in the north wanted to build... Unfortunately, he... It's said that a ruler in the north wanted to build him... It's said that a ruler in the north wanted to build himself a throne. It's said that a... It's said that a... Helmets with... Perhaps I can help our... The wood of intelligent apple trees is often used. For a long time, botanists thought that it may be possible to find guard plants, Vigilia ordriensis. They have been especially valued in times of famine. Steel magnolias look like normal magnolias. They can be softened using tragic women's... The tree of wrath bears fruit several times a year. These killer tomatoes are the most devious of the... Giant beans, also known as magic beans, are very rare. Because of the beans' high costs, they are almost exclusively used by... This plant reminds me of the one that Arbor's having. Love lily. If the partner plant dies, then the love lily does not normally survive the separation. Mandrake should only be cultivated by experienced gardeners. The cry of the baby mandrake can kill anyone with... This plant, love lily. The love lily enters into an enduring relationship with another plant very early in its life, which frequently lasts. If the partner plant dies, then the love lily does not This plant reminds me of the one... Love lily. The love lily if the... The plant book said that a love lily chooses... Perhaps it isn't... Hi, Arbor.
Oh,
I think I know the name of your patient. It's a love lily.
You know,
That's exactly the problem. Love lilies enter into a life...
then they let their heads. But the fairies know their plans. They'd never have given us a love lily without its part.
If I were ill and needed to make some medicine, then...
Ill? You're an elf!
But if I...
Oh, come on.
Do you know how I could get my...
Try the kitchens?
I prefer not...
Of course.
Would that beehive in the tree...
Oh, I'd be careful with that. The bees defend their honey and can give you a nut.
Couldn't they be distracted?
Beekeepers wear protective clothes and use... But I don't have any beekeeper kit here. I just let the bees keep their honey and they pollinate my flowers. That's how we've always done it.
I often see you fishing. Could you...
Of course, if you bring... What's up?
I was convinced that I would have to make my own fishing rod or that you'd ask...
Why? It's only a...
Thanks.
Not everything needs to be...
Do we have a metis bush in...
That bush.
But that fruit's red.
And what colour do you expect then?
Green. Are they only green when they're not ripe?
Nah, they're blue then. They're green when the...
Pardon?
The metis bush has exceptionally delicious sweet fruit. But if it thinks it's in danger, then they go...
Ah, and the bush only has...
That's right.
There's something... Look, I found this book in the library.
Woodcrafts?
I thought it might interest you.
I don't like horror.
Horror stories?
Wood that has been clamped into a revolving monstrosity to be whittled down.
Sorry, never...
Branches sawed off. Boards nailed together. Wood tree...
See you later, Arbor.
See ya.
This is a metis bush, only its fruit is red, not green. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate. I always hang one onto the... The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate, whatever that is. I always hang one onto the hook before I cast the line out. The worms provide a great lure and should I always hang... Red herrings are fast and slippery. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate, whatever that is. I always hang one onto the hook before I cast the line out. I don't have a clue about fishing. Just as I expected, nothing. On the other hand, somehow I have the feeling that I now know what I'm doing. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate. I always hang one onto the hook before I cast the line out. The worms provide a great lure and should... I always hang one... A good solid fishing. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing... I always hang one onto the hook before I cast the line out. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my... I always hang... The worms provide a great lure and should... I always hang one on... The worms provide a great... I always hang one onto the hook before I cast the line out. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate, whatever that is. I always hang one onto... The worms are happy and fat. The earth in the bonsai pot seems to have done them good. The worms are happy and fat. The earth in the bonsai pot... The worms provide a great lure and should... I always hang one onto the hook before I cast the line out. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate, whatever that is. I always hang one onto the hook. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing... I always hang one onto the... Red herrings are fast and slip. Red herrings are fast and... I guess that I can just... Or I could try to speed things up by learning more about fishing elsewhere. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate, whatever that is. I always hang one onto the hook before I cast. There's only a little water left. However...